some free agency still going on. Zeke didn't even land a contract yet. He was with the Patriots doing some workouts with them, and he went somewhere else. I think the Jets. I thought he was signed with the Jets. That's what I read about, and it was never came true. Same thing for Devin Cook. He's still searching for a running back job. Still looking for a main team he can utilize his skills, and he's in the age between mid 30s. So same thing for Leonard Fournette. He's still searching. I think the Patriots are really interested into Leonard Fournette and with Zeke. Right now, that's still up for grabs. So right now, Kareem Hunt, heard about yesterday, he was trained with the Saints. He visited with the Saints, and I think he visited with the coach the other day. We don't hear anything about that right now, where he's going to go. So right now, training camp is still up and going, and still no other running backs didn't got signed, except for Damon Williams, a former LSU running back, back in the 2012-13 area. He signed with the Raiders, and Jacobs ain't going to have a job. So George may be your starter if you get fit him, but I just don't think he'll be the starter for a long time. So let's talk about a few things. What's going to be going on this week? Really ain't. We'll talk about racing. Shane VG is back at the road course in Indy, racing again. He won the road course back in April, May, around Chicago, in the Chicagoland. I mean, not Chicagoland, in Chicago street road course. He has now has a full-time job, a full-time ride with Trackhouse Racing, but don't know what number that would be, and don't know what type of sponsors they are. So I don't know if it's going to be a Red Bull. I'd like to see him in a Red Bull car for next year at Trackhouse Racing. I think you would like to see that, but if not, it could be something else different, contracts or whatever what they would do with Shane. Recently, Shane talked to Dale Jr. on the Dirty Mo Media, and he talked about how he was going to he was better on the street course because he was on his own. He did a lot of street courses in Australia, and now he said he told Dale this is going to be a little bit different for him because he never done a road course. But I think he's going to be masterful. But I think he's going to be great. I think he's not going to do anything different. I think he's going to do the same thing he did last time he was at a Chicago race. And he's going to do well. Speaking of that, I've been hearing he's going to do some things for Xfinity and some truck races soon. He's going to do some oval racing. If you like Shane VG this weekend, if you play the FanDuel or DraftKings or wherever you play for your NASCAR, if you're a NASCAR fan, if you like Shane, hey, he's between the 6,800 numbers, like I did with Chris Buescher last week. I forgot to do the FanDuels with y'all guys. I will do it for y'all this coming Sunday morning before the race starts. Chris Buescher will be up to 7,500 right now. When he won the race last month, back in Monday when Michigan was rained out. But hey, there's gotta be ways you can think about it, and he's a great prospect for that. Chris Buescher, everybody thinks Fords were not good this past season. I mean this year alone, but you gotta understand the Fords got better, and RFK is doing a great job about it. And now the engines are stronger, they're getting better, a little more power, a little more to the grindstone. And right now, they're showing off what they need to do. So we're going to do some stuff this weekend on Sunday. We're going to do some FanDuel, DraftKings, get ready for your lineups for the upcoming road course race in Indy. Who's going to win the Verizon 200. That'll be on USA. Hope everything will go well. Speaking of that, excuse me for my yawning and forgive me. It's been a long day. We're going to talk about some upcoming things coming up. We're going to talk about some what happened on this day. We're going to do a lot of birthdays on the days that we'll be talking about. We'll try to get this thing going, guys. If you kind of like wanting into, if you like to, listen to Scott and Poke and myself about football, and we'll go with we'll do some pick'ems on the weekends of college and pro. You can visit on here. You can listen to us on here live, and also you can listen to us everywhere you can. Also, I will be with Scott and Poke coming up next week or so on their podcast, and also if you like on this podcast, hope you shoot this stream. Give hit a subscribe and tell me what you want me to talk about more this coming up week. If you need more information, just put in my description below. Go and put in your comments, and hope you get me some questions, and we'll talk about it the next podcast. So, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this little preview, a little recap of what's going on this week. Also, there's some things we can talk about going through the season. We'll talk about C.J. Stroud right now. His debut was last night. Didn't do terribly bad. Got sacked a couple times, but I think he's going to do fine in Houston. It's going to take some few weeks to get better, but he'll be ready to go the first week of the regular season. Speaking of that, Anthony Richardson is going to take over the spot where Baker Mayfield is, or I don't know who is. They're playing against each other for that top spot, but Anthony Richardson, as a guy, I think we can really target and see on fantasy. But speaking of that, I'm Cameron Savoy. Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, this little short video, I'm giving you guys, give it a hit on the subscription on my face. You see it everywhere you see it. We're going to do podcasting. And later on this month, we're going to have Anson Massey. This next week, or this coming up week, or next week coming up, I have one of my guys that I know back in school. He is doing On the Move. So if you want to listen to that, just stay right here, and I hope you like it. And also, we got a few others coming up. We can put on the podcast before football starts up again. Speaking of me, myself, Cameron Savoy, you have a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in the next video next week.